All right, so since you're in this exercise, you're supposed to use the same composition to create three different color compositions of the same setup. It's best for us to actually prepare everything ahead of time so that we don't lose the work that we've done. The exercise clearly requires you not to use any lines at all. And so these lines that we have got in the scene right now are just an indication of where everything needs to be done. So here is what we need to do. We've actually dealt with this. We need to create a few we need to create a few selections and save those selections. And one of the easiest ways to do that is by referring to your magic wand, which is the fourth option down from your toolbox. And if I go to, I need to be in layers because I've got lots and lots of different layers here. So I'm going to refer to making sure that I know which one. Yeah, I've got this one. All right. So if I shift click on the windmills propellers with those selected, I can simply go to select, save selection, and give it a name. Then I will go to the next part, which is the windmill, the building of the windmill itself. And one more time. Give that a name. I can go ahead and do the same thing with the clouds. Now I've got these on layers, so I need to make sure I've selected the right layers in order for my selection to be successful. Hold the shift key down to select both of them. Go to select, save selection. And finally, let's select this, the ground. And I could go on to select, select the flowers and everything else, but I think that perhaps if I select the background here, I'm just going to make sure that I put that part in it too. And call that sky. The only thing I haven't done is the flowers. I'm just going to leave that out. But the same thing, the same process would be used for the for what we have for the ground. Now I've already got my swatches here, right here. So now I can. There you have. I've got several swatches here, and I could go on to start to color these. So again, using my color picker, I can simply pick the relevant color, go back to what I have, and I'm going to deselect. In fact, I'm going to hide everything here. All my drawings can be hidden, and I can create a new layer. And that's the only layer that's visible. I'm going to deselect everything, and this time I'm going to go to my selection, load selection. I need the foreground, open that up, and then use my bucket tool, or it's G on the keyboard, fill the foreground, and literally go to the next selection, and correct the right color if you've got the right color, and just fill in all the gaps. And that should be the exercise. You need to just be careful that you address what's required of you, which is using 5 contrasting hues, using 3 or 4 harmonious hues, or 3 harmonious and 1 complementary. So make sure that you understand what those are. If you are unsure, you can do a bit of research of what that means by looking at the color wheel, and you should be able then to complete this exercise successfully.